Hey everyone, welcome back to the Serpent Studio, your place for movie reviews, breakdowns, and all the things a cinema. Today we are going to talk about Transporter 9, and before we dive into that, let's check out its previous movie, which was the adrenaline pumping action flick tried, that tried to reboot a fan favorite French franchise. The Transporter Refueled. Now, was it this movie a worthy successor to the legendary Jason Statham led Transporter series, or did it crash and burn? Let's find out. It released in 2015. The Transporter Refueled was an attempt to revitalize the Transporter franchise with a new lead actor, a fresh sideline and a fresh storyline, and a modernized approach to action. Ed Sheeran takes on the role of Frank Martin, a highly skilled driver for hire who follows a strict set of rules until, of course, he finds himself entangled into a dangerous scheme that changes everything. But does this reboot capture the essence of what made the original film so thrilling? Let's break it out. The plot follows Frank Martin as he gets involved in a female fatal named Anna and her crew who are on a mission to take down a powerful human trafficking operation. Things get personal when Frank's father is taken hostage, forcing him to abandon his rules and go all in on the high stakes mission. While the premise has potential, does the execution live up to it? Well, that's where things get interesting. One of the main reasons people watch a Transporter movie is for the action, and the Transporter Refuel certainly delivers in terms of fast cars, hand to hand combats, and explosive sequences. However, without Jason Statham's signature pressure, the action sometimes feels less impactful. Ed Sheeran does a decent job with the choreography, but the sequels lack the grit and realism that made the original film so intense. Let's talk about the performance. Ed Sheeran steps into some big shoes as Frank Martin, and while he brings a cool demeanor to the role, he doesn't quite match the charmism and physicality that Jason Statham brought to the character. Ray Stevenson as Frank's father, however, is a highlight, bringing some much needed personality and humor to the film. The supporting cast does an adequate job, but the chemistry feels lacking in comparison to the original trilogy. Visually, the movie is sleek and modern with a polished aesthetic that fits well with today's action and genre. The car chase sequence are well shot, and the European backdrop adds a stylish touch. However, some CGI elements feel a bit overdone. That's it. taking away from the raw, grounded action fans loved in their earlier movies. Let's talk about the soundtrack. The soundtrack in the Transporter refueled complements the fast-paced action but doesn't stand out as the particular memorable. The original Transporter film had an aged core score that heightened the tension, whereas this reboot's music feels more genetic and less impactful. While the film attempts to touch on serious issues like human trafficking and redemption, the exclusive feels somewhat surface level. The original Transporter movies balanced action with an engaging story, whereas this installment leans more heavily on style over substance. If you ask me which moment are my best, my answer will be the best moments in the film include the high speed chases through the French Riviera, Frank's brutal hand to hand fight scene sequences, and the dynamic interaction between Frank and his father. While the film has its own flaws, it does deliver some entertaining moments for action movies lovers. Yes, it's not totally disappointing though. Now, every film has some upsides and some downsides. Now, whatever we have talked, those were the upsides, yes. But now let's talk about the downsides of the movie. The biggest issue is the lack of Janssen Statham. While it is unfair to compare his absence, he is definitely felt and Ed Sheeran, while capable, doesn't fully capture the essence of the character. The dialogue also feels weak at this time, which etched lines that fails to leave a lasting impact, the main one. Additionally, the film relies too much on flashy sequences rather than engaging storytelling, make it feel like a genetic action movie rather than a true transporter experiences. So this is the transporter refueled worth watching. If you are a hardcore action fan looking for some mindless entertainment, you might enjoy it. However, if you are a fan of the original transporter fan and expect the same level of intensity, the charisma, you might be left disappointed. While it has its moment, though, the film ultimately lacks the magic that made the franchise a hit. Okay, not big. Let's be frank. On a scale of 1 to 10, mm, I will rather give it 6.5. It's fun but unforgettable. But sorry, I'm saying unforgettable. It is fun but it's forgettable. Okay, it's forgettable and it doesn't quite live up to the expertise. That's it, yeah. So that's it. This is that's it. Okay, that's it for our review of the Transporter Refueled. What do you think about this movie? Do you think it deserve another sequel, or should they bring Jason Statham back? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more awesome content. Until the next time, stay awesome and keep watching great movies. Thank you. And yes, do say which movie did you like the most in the comment section, whether the Transport 1 or the Transporter 1 or the Transporter upcoming future movies. Thank you.